All right, Shalom Israel, giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostle, elders, bishops, great millstone. My salutations to the brother teaching word for the hopeful elect, soon to be elect, most high will, to the hopeful extended elect, Shalom blessings. Getting right into it, man, we don't lose sleep over scoffers, people that don't believe in the hell. They believe the hell is a everlasting burning place, or even women that leave the truth. Like, we don't lose sleep over this because we know it's all bullshit. And it seemed like you would think they were getting paid for it, but ain't nobody gonna pay them. Maybe some more prominent figures, maybe. But all these wasted away side scoffers, man, ain't nobody worried about them, man. And it said there should be scoffers in the last days, 2 Peter 3:3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust, man. Because, and I mentioned before, a lot of these people that don't believe that hell is a condition on earth, they're living well. Of course, they're not going to believe. And even Yahweh Shai said, will a rich man give up his all his possessions? Because it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man into the kingdom of heaven. And rich, you could be fairly well off. Not the richest man in the world, but fairly well off, where you have your possessions in your favor as your closest desires. Like it says, walking after their own lust. And I looked up that word scoffers. Let me go to it. And it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people, man, that want America to go on. They believe in Trump. They believe in MAGA. They believe in, they believe in all this longevity of, but we know it as hell. Where is it? Scoffers. Let me play it out. Let me see. Empaites. Play it again.
Strong's G 1703. Empaites.
Empaites, which is go down, a mocker, a scoffer, a derider, by implication, a false teacher. Yeah, so these scoffers, they often want to teach and tell everybody what it really is, but they don't have any longevity or no endurance with their teaching. It's just they came to say a word and they're out, and they go back into do their business. Like, they're just thinking that they're important piece to prove the prophets wrong. You're not doing anything important, especially for the Most High. If you were, you would be out on the highways and byways and warning the people of what's to come, because people are definitely confused now. You would have been on that subject about that African leading people astray, going into some kind of wilderness to wait for the rapture and shit. None of these, true Christians or true people that claim they're a true person of God is doing anything about anything. And it says clearly in the scriptures, be occupied in prophecies, thinking about the kingdom daily, meditating upon it. They don't do that. These devils, these scoffers, these nobodies, they don't do that, man. And a lot of this America is going down where a lot of people want to feel important about it. Something like everybody now wants a podcast. They want, throw they 2 cents in, and even with these celebrities, man, all of a sudden they celebrial prophets or something like that. Like, Most High is not dealing with none of that, man. And it said, and not out my mouth, but it says in the scriptures, man. Uh, let's get the etymology, see what they say. One who expresses derision or mocking scorn, agent, formerly often with religion as an object. Derision, come on, man. Ridicule, mockery, and it tells you that the prophet is going to be made a spectacle. Nobody's concerned about what a Christian has to say, man. You know, all they want to do, and let me get this scripture too. Mockery, I just read about that mockery, to laugh, and it says in the scripture, "Those that laugh shall mourn." But it tells you what it says. Um, what's that one scripture I'm thinking about? And you're gonna find out more and more that these Christians, these false Christians, false Christ, they don't believe. That's what they antichrist. They don't believe in the Bible. They really don't believe in the Bible, man. Because anytime you read out the Bible, they be like, or we read out the Bible, even if basically it's something that they never heard because the church didn't teach them this. They'll be like, well, yeah, you're a false prophet, or the Bible doesn't say that. When it does, smooth things, and these are basic scriptures, but that's what our people want to hear, smooth things. So they want to hear that America goes on. They want to hear, and you would think that these Christians would say the opposite. You would think that they would believe like we do according to hell, because who says that y'all are exempt from hell? And then when you go to hell, or you in the figure of your own imagination to where you think hell is a everlasting fire, you sure gonna want to get out of that. And what is this everlasting fire for? Stealing a bag of groceries? Is somebody going to hell for stealing a bag of groceries? Because a lot of this, y'all ain't said nothing about the sodomites and the adulterers and idolaters. They should be definitely going to hell, but y'all say nothing about them. Y'all, a lot of these Christians, they for sodomy and idolatry and all that. They do work, so they'll be the first ones going to the everlasting fire. Isaiah 30:10, it says, "Which say to the seers." Let me go that. I don't even want to spend a lot of time on this. I'll start at 9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children. Yeah, they lie, and the whole church system is a lie. The whole church system is based on what it's about to say about smooth things. You know, God this, Jesus loved, Jesus wept, Jesus healed. Yeah, he did those, but his name is not Jesus, and he's not a lovey-dovey character. He's not what you call it, damn Barney. I love you and you love me. It says, children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Hear the law of the Lord, man. Which say to the seers, which are the prophets, see not. So we see America being destroyed. We see the hell that's coming to America. The conditioning of America that's being watered down into hellish conditions. They often show it on in movies, You know, you have movies like it's an old movie, Children of Men. You know, you have the Last Days on Earth. Those type of movies. Leave the World Behind. You know, um, those are all about chaotic, biblical chaotic days. Like it says in Scripture, it's like a man running from a lion into a bear, from a bear, and escape to go inside the house, lock the doors. You know, I'm paraphrasing, and lean his hand on the wall, meaning that you resting like you think everything is cool, and then get bit by a serpent, man. You know, so that's what these people when they say First Thessalonians, when they say peace and safety, I think it's 1 and 5. Then sudden destruction come up on it. So of course they're not gonna think this is hell. They're not gonna admit this is hell. You know, these are the people that never been to jail, never been held back in society. These might be some, clean cut, suit tie wearing people. We damn sure not listening to them. They're modeled after the so-called white man, and we know, just like apostles say, this is Christian plantation Christianity. You know, but and it says, see not unto the prophet prophesy not until us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. So that's what they want. But anyway, hope it was edifying. Shalom.